Hey everyone, welcome back. And yes, I do have a little bit of a cold. Don't adjust your speakers. I might sound a little bit different. So today we're diving into how your incredible compassion, a gift that makes you you, can sometimes open the door to people who might not have your best interests at heart. Specifically, we're talking about narcissists. And we're going to talk about why you need friends who can help you spot them when your kindness might lead to self-harm, and how to protect your energy while staying true to your heart-centered nature. As a light worker, empath, or heart-centered being, you have a deep natural ability to feel what others are feeling. You pick up on energies, you sense pain, and you want to help. Your soul is wired to uplift and to heal and to bring light to the world, which is a beautiful thing. It's why people are drawn to you. Your warmth and understanding, your ability to make others feel seen. But that same openness and that same willingness to give can make you vulnerable. When you're so tuned into others, it's easy to lose sight of your own boundaries. You might pour so much into someone else that you don't notice when they're taking more than you can give. And this is where narcissists flourish. Their energy thrives on attention, validation, and control. And they're often really good at spotting people like you, people who are generous with their compassion. But this isn't about blaming yourself or dimming your light. It's about recognizing that your gift of empathy is powerful, but it also needs to be paired with discernment. And sometimes that's hard to do alone, especially when you're caught up in trying to help someone. And this is where your friends come in. Your true friends, your grounded friends, your heart-aligned friends. These are the people who see you clearly, who love your giving nature, but also know when to say, hold up a second, this situation doesn't feel right. They're your emotional anchors, helping you stay balanced when your compassion might pull you too far into someone else's orbit. And this is important because narcissists are skilled at making you feel like you're the only one who can help them. They might lean on your empathy, share their struggles, and make you feel responsible for their healing. And as a heart-centered person, you might think, if I just give a little more, I can fix this. But that's a trap. Narcissists often don't want to change. They want your energy, your time, and your light. And your friends can help you see this. They're not in the thick of it like you are, and they can spot the red flags. Like when someone's constantly taking, but never giving back, or when they make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. A good friend will remind you that your compassion doesn't mean you have to sacrifice yourself. They'll ask questions like, are you feeling drained around this person? Or are they respecting your needs? And those questions are pure gold because they pull you back into your own truth. They help put you back in your empowered body and not your people-pleasing body. And so you'll know when your compassion and awareness might be leading to self-harm when you feel exhausted. If you're constantly giving to someone and walking away feeling depleted, that's a signal. Healthy relationships have both give and take. And if it's all give and no take, something's off. Second, you're probably doubting yourself more than you're used to. Narcissists often use tactics like gaslighting to make you question your reality. You might start thinking, am I being too sensitive? Or am I overreacting? The fact you're even asking a question about this is a sign of who you're dealing with. Your friends can help you see through this fog and trust your instincts again. Third, your boundaries are constantly being tested. Maybe you say no, but they push back, or they guilt trip you, or ignore your limits. If you're always compromising your needs to keep the peace, that's not compassion, it's self-harm. And finally, you feel like you're losing your spark, or your joy, or your creativity, or your sense of self. They start to fade. You may even get sick. And so this is a big one, because your light is your essence, and anyone who dims it isn't meant to stay in your life. Your friends can help you notice these signs before they take too much of a toll. They're just our mirrors, reflecting back what we might not see when we're deep in our heart's desire to help. It's just a blind spot, and we all have them. And so, If we want to protect ourselves while staying true to our heart-centered nature, we have to choose our circle wisely and surround ourselves with friends who are honest, kind, and willing to call us out with love. These are the people who will say, "I love how much you care, but this person's taking too much," and we should trust them. Second, practice checking in with your body. Before you give your time or energy to someone, pause and ask, how does this feel in my body? Am I doing this out of love or obligation? And your body will know when something is off. It might feel tight, heavy, or uneasy. Listen to that. Third, set boundaries and stick to them. It's okay to say, "I can't talk right now," or "I need some space." You don't have to explain yourself either, because true friends will support you in holding these lines, and they'll remind you it's okay to prioritize yourself. And finally, keep nurturing your light. Do things that fill you up, not someone else. Because when you're full, you'll be less likely to let someone else drain you. And the viewers of this channel know perhaps better than most that we're all responsible for our own decisions in the end, and that sometimes the answers we're looking for come through our own karma. But if we can look back on those decisions and know that we subjected them to scrutiny, that we discuss them with our trusted friends who help us see our own blind spots, we sleep better at night. But in the end, we'll know we did everything we could to make a good decision, and we couldn't have done it without our friends. And so I want to take a moment to thank all my friends for helping me see my blind spots as we trudge the road to happy destiny together. Remember, you're a gift to this world, and your heart is a powerful force for good. But it's not your job to save everyone, especially not at the cost of yourself. And so lean on your friends, trust your instincts, and protect your energy so you can keep shining. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time. Yes, well, I'm sure we all know that the key to a good British accent is to sound stuffy. And I've certainly got that covered. Now, haven't I? Yes, if you want to sound British, Brad Pitt, okay, do a good British accent. You must sound stuffy, Bradley. That is the key.